right, welcome back to It's New. Mordy is not here, so you guys could just stay on and not have you don't have to unsubscribe. Everything will be okay. Mordy is not here, so we're good. Okay, he'll be back probably tomorrow. So save that unsubscribe for tomorrow. Anyway, hope you guys had a nice weekend. Greg, what do you got for us?
AI mode will be eventually incorporated into the main search.
I'll be covering Google Search Console's Discover bug, Google Business Profiles disappearing, and some search com storms. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. And Anu, what do you got?
Google Ads API updates.
Great. All right. Yada, yada, yada. Whenever you're ready, Greg.
All right. So on the Lex Friedman podcast, I don't listen to this podcast. I frankly find him kind of a bore. But he had Sundar Pichai, obviously the CEO of Google, on to talk about all sorts of things, especially search. And to be fair, Lex kind of knows his stuff on this. Like, I was surprised. He'd be like, oh, it's the AI overviews are here and then AI mode, and we have ads here and then we don't have ads there. Like, it was a good interview. I didn't listen to all of it yet, just so Barry interject if there's anything in there. But I think the biggest element is that, you know, we heard Liz Reed talk about AI mode being the future of search. And Sundar was saying that AI mode will be incorporated into traditional search. I see it sort of as like a 10-step process that Google is going through with like getting to AI mode, where first they see that a company is advancing faster than they are using AI, which is ChatGPT. Then they created a pre-alpha AI solution that was like almost passable as a solution, which is those AI overviews that first came out. Then the third step is shoehorning it into the SERPs so that they can appease their shareholders. Fourth thing is to tell everybody that people love it. Then the fifth thing is to make an actual serviceable solution that can compete with ChatGPT. The sixth step is to keep telling everybody those AI overviews are good. Then launch AI mode. Then use AI overviews to trial like ad solutions and figuring out like revenue generation. And then eventually replace AIOs with AI mode. And then lastly, replacing traditional search with AI mode. So I think we're like in that, and that's just my list. So I think we're like,
I need a chart for that. I need some type of diagram or something.
I'll make a chart, but I feel like we're in that, like we launched AI mode and now we're like trialing like ad solutions and figuring out like revenue from it. But it was a very interesting interview. Like Lex was even talking about like the query fan out and things like that. A couple points were that again, AI mode will be into traditional SERPs. I'm assuming AI overviews are going to be gone. That's my assumption. Is that what you got from it, Barry?
I don't know, like it's hard to know like what features will they be incorporated. Will these features be incorporated into AI overviews, like the charting stuff? Maybe you ask for a stock chart. Maybe if you expand the AI overview, we'll have a chart feature. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's just such a PR spin.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to tell. But the whole search part of that 2-hour plus video or interview is only like 14 minutes. So I would just skip to that. Everything else is pretty cool stuff to listen to. And he is a pretty smart guy. So this Lex guy. So
yeah. And Barry has the direct link over at Search Engine Roundtable. And then they talked a little bit more about like agentic search, talk about ads in AI mode. And there was like a kind of like a non-answer about, you know, that you want classy, non-annoying ads and things like that. So yeah, I would listen to the whole thing if you wanted to, but again, I would say we heard Liz Reed say future of search, heard it here. AI mode is coming to Google search. And in my opinion, this is not from Sundar. It will be Google search in 3 years, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of agree. The one thing he kept stressing also was that it isn't a zero-sum game. You know, just because ChatGPT is growing doesn't mean Google search won't grow. In fact, he says Google search is growing. And just with the whole agentic stuff, you know, he's like, people with e-commerce, people still go to stores and they still also buy online. And they're also going to go ahead and use agentic experiences to buy stuff as well. So all three will be there in the future. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how much all this stuff, you know, carves into each other. But yeah, I mean, I do think it'll probably be all three experiences in the future. But the question is, when will Google search have all these AI features, and AI mode might replace it all? So that should be interesting to listen to.
I also hate the word agentic. I don't like that. I don't like saying that word.
It's a hard word to say, but soon enough, you'll be saying it every single day. So
Agentic.
it's going to be part of your normal vocab.
Agentic.
I'll have my robot butler just say the word agentic for me.
That'd be great. And then if you are a publisher and you notice some really crazy Discover reports in Google Search Console, note there is an issue. Google kind of confirmed it. It started on June 5th and then into June 6th, although some people are seeing some data from June 6th. And then it seems to be working okay for the 7th, meaning there's starting to be data flowing into the 7th of June in the Discover report in Search Console. I haven't seen that data backlogged into the database. Like I don't see like June 5th data recovering. Like I don't see any of that data yet. And Google still hasn't really written what the issue is. John Mueller did confirm that it looks like something's stuck in the report. He added an annotation to the post, he said, but he didn't actually add any content to that like link when you go to the annotation. So you don't really know what's going on. But Google Search Console is pretty well known for having like these types of data gaps every now and then. So it's not that uncommon. Just if you are a publisher and you see this, don't freak out. Everybody's having this issue. And then on the Google business profile side, there are numerous reports from numerous local SEOs that some business profiles are disappearing. Initially, they thought it was like car dealerships only, I think, but it's well beyond that, according to a bunch of people. And Google supposedly is working on a fix. Joy Hawkins posted about this, Jeremy Rivera, Jan Gilbert, Tim Caper. A lot of people are noticing this, and it seems like Google is working on a fix, although I haven't really seen any examples of this, but local SEOs are noticing this. So if you can't find your Google business profile, there may be a little hack to get into it. You might be able to like do some, was like a workaround to actually get to it. I'm not sure what that is, but there are ways to see it, but it should be coming back soon. If it disappeared, don't freak out. And then finally, SEOs are not freaking out, but the tools themselves are freaking out. Pretty much all the tools showed significant ranking volatility over the weekend. Specifically, Saturday and Sunday. It did calm down today on Monday, but Saturday was a pretty heated day according to pretty much all the tools, all of them. But I really saw literally zero chatter in the SEO industry outside of the whole, Discover report issues around any volatility and people like saying my rankings are up or down, which is very unusual. I probably had a case where I had this maybe less than 5 times, and I report about a Google update like almost every week. And I've probably seen maybe 5 times in my life where the chatter in the SEO industry doesn't align with the tools themselves. So it's very interesting. I wanted to just report that this is basically a Google calm storm, which means nothing, but basically the SEO industry is calm, but there are a lot of volatility in the actual reports that track Google. That's what I got for you. And then whenever you're ready, Anu.
Sure. So yeah, on June the 12th, Google have announced that they'll be making 3 changes to display and video 360 API and structured data files to better align with the main product. And the changes are like the content category settings for YouTube and partner campaigns will no longer be modifiable at the line item level. Budget for line items under insertion orders using automated bid strategies will no longer be able to be updated using the DB360 API, and the SDF, so the structured data files, will allow targeting of any properly formatted URL. So yeah, if any of these changes are going to impact you, so yeah, full recommendations on the Google Ads Developer blog.
Cool. All right.
And Morty's just allowed to take off of the show if his team loses to his arch nemesis. Is that the point?
I guess. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we can scold him. All of us will be at XMX in Boston. So, I was hoping to do a live show, but Greg, you're not getting there till later Thursday, so you can't do it in person. It's sad. Greg, can you just wake up at like 2 and just?
Dude, I'm getting on a plane at 5.
Yeah.
You're taking a plane?
Yeah.
How far is the drive?
That's like 6 hours or so. I don't have 6 hours. I got
6 hours is long.
Right,
mine's like a 3.5, 4 hour drive. So I'm driving it. I'm not getting on a plane at that point doesn't make sense for a 4 hour drive.
I guess like 5, 6. I'm trying to save time.
I drove to you, just so you know. And
I know that's wild.
But I'm good at multitasking. I have my laptop out, my phone. I'm just like doing everything and the car's driving. It's like,
it sounds like something you shouldn't say publicly on the internet.
Maybe the car drives itself.
Touche.
I don't know. Maybe not. Any event. So we'll be back tomorrow. I think Anu's on a plane tomorrow, so she has an out. And see you guys all back tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.